Hello friends, today we will deal with part 4A of the Constitution and which deals with fundamental duties and the fundamental duties were covered from under Article 51. So under Article 51 there are some other subclasses like sub-articles. There is Article 51A and 2 Article 51K. So from A to K there are 11 articles 11 fundamental duties what was given under Constitution, part 4A of the Constitution. We have seen in the earlier classes fundamental rights and directive principles of the state policy. Fundamental rights are some of the fundamental rights are to the citizens of India and as well as to the foreigners, whereas DPSP and these are the principles towards the state, that the state should follow while enforcing the law. So this is what about fundamental rights and DPSP. Then, whereas the fundamental duties are these are the fundamental duties of the citizens of India. These are the things that citizens of India should perform and should practice in the society. So then, what is the source of this fundamental duties? The source of this fundamental duties is USSR Constitution, and we have seen we have studied about this in the earlier class also. Original Constitution provided fundamental rights and DPSP but not fundamental duties. So in the original Constitution, whatever the Constitution in the original on the day of 26th January 1950, so which was commenced on 26th January 1950, in that Constitution there was no provision of fundamental duties. But during the period of emergency, that is in 1975 to 1977, Congress government led by Indira Gandhi, so they felt the need of these fundamental duties and they formed a committee chaired by Swaran Singh. So Swaran Singh has recommended inclusion of these fundamental duties, and they were included under the in the Constitution under the part 4A, and and articles included were at that time only 10 fundamental duties were there. That the 51K was not there. So this is by 42nd Amendment Act of 1976. So what are the features of this fundamental duty? This is very important what we need to know. So these are some of these are moral duties and some of these are civic duties. What is the meaning of moral duties and what is the meaning of civic duties? So moral duties is nothing but it's a moral we should feel and practice them, and civic duties are in such a way that they should not be performed to insult the common brotherhood, to insult the nation. Best example is you should not burn our national flag. This is the civic duty of all citizens. And they refer the values enriched in the Indian tradition, mythology, and religion and practice. So whatever the values were given in the tradition, mythology, these fundamental duties refers to those values, and these are only for the citizens of India. And these are not non-justiciable, a court cannot enforce these things, these fundamental duties, but Parliament can make a law to see that these laws are enforced. So this is about the features. So court cannot, in the DPSP also we have seen that DPSP is also not justiciable, whereas fundamental rights are justiciable. Someone infringes your fundamental right, you can go to the Supreme Court and they can issue some writs. We have seen in that in the fundamental rights class. Okay, so this is good, it is having some features and it is included by the 42nd Amendment Act. This is very good. Then what are they exactly? So let us go through. There are 11 as I said. The first one is we should abide by the Constitution, and we should respect the ideals and institutions and the national flag and national struggle for freedom. We should respect the national flag. We should abide by the Constitution. This was explained under 51A. And 51B talks about you should cherish and follow the noble ideas which inspired our national struggle for freedom. So we should follow the noble ideas which inspired us for the freedom. And we should uphold and protect sovereignty and unity and integrity of India. This is very important. So we always try to uphold and protect the sovereignty and unity and integrity of India. We should defend the country whenever and render national service when called upon to do so. This is what under the D. And he says that you should have a common spirit, you should have a spirit of common brotherhood. And F says that you should value and preserve the rich heritage of the composite culture. And G says that to protect and improve the natural environment, including forest and lakes and rivers and wildlife. And H says that you should develop scientific literacy, how it is inspiring us, So you should develop scientific temper and humanism and spirit of inquiry and reform. This is it's a very clearly it is saying that you should go for science, like you should develop the scientific technologies and I says that to safeguard public property and to observe violence, like we should safeguard the public properties. And this to protect the public properties, the article under the article 48A, it was under the directive principles that was there, and it was directive to the state. Whereas it is to safeguard the public property and observe violence, this is the fundamental duty of the citizen. And see the beauty of this J, it is saying that towards excellence, you should strive towards the excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity, so that the national constantly rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievement. You try towards excellence and you develop, so that automatically national develops and higher levels of endeavor and achievement. So your success will depend on national success. Your national success will depend on your success. That is what explained on this article 51J. And article 51K, this is by the Amendment Act. That what is Amendment Act? That is 86th Amendment Act. This is very important. What it has given is it is saying that to send as children of below 6 years, children of age from 6 to 14 years to the school, that is the fundamental duty of the guardian and the parent. So whoever is the guardian or the parent of the child, they should provide opportunities for education of this child, and as the case between the age of 6 and 14 years. This is what explained under 51K. So this is what 51K was included by the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2002. Then what is that we can interpret from this? We clearly say that some of them are giving warning to us, like we should not go for anti-national activities or anti-social activities, like burning of national flag, destroying public property, etc. And some of them are reminding us the duties we owe, like we should promote the common brotherhood, and we should should follow the principles of national movement. Those are the things which inspire us and which remind us the duties we owe to the country and the society, and as well as the fellow citizens. And these are giving some source of inspiration to us, and promoting a sense of discipline and commitment among them. So saying that clearly, you develop scientific temper, you should excel in all the aspects of life. This is a kind of source of inspiration for us. So this is what fundamental duties are, friends. So this is very easy topic, and what is the thing we need to remember? There are 11 fundamental duties, and fundamental duties were not there in the original constitution. So but these were added by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act, and the committee which recommended fundamental duties were Swaran Singh Committee. Okay, and out of this, the important thing is last one is added by the 86th Amendment Act. That's it. So this is what direct fundamental duties of the citizen. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.